Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Alrighty, books, and more books. As I mentioned in my last book related video, I only had like 1 or 2 books left to read. Therefore, I needed to get more books. And that is exactly what I did. I got more books. 5 more books to be exact. And that's what I'm doing for y'all today. I am doing a book haul. And we're gonna get into this and start there. My package. Gonna open her up. Be careful not to damage my books. Love the sound. Okay. Majority of these books are hardcover, so this was a bit of a pricey haul, but it's worth it. So, first, we'll do this one, House of Hollows. It came up in my, I've said this before, but like how you order books on Amazon and then it's like things we might think you like. And yeah, this book came up on there. And I was like, you know what? It does sound a bit intriguing. I think I can get into this. So I'm going to read it for y'all and we'll go from there. Iris Hollow and her 2 older sisters are unquestionably strange. As children, they disappeared on a Scottish city street only to return a month later with no memory of what had happened to them or where they'd been. More troubling, their appearance began to change. Their blue eyes now black, their dark hair now white, and as they grew older, odd, eerie occurrences seemed to follow in their wake. People find them disturbingly intoxicating, unbearably beautiful, and inexplicably dangerous. Now 17-year-old Iris is doing all she can to fit in and graduate high school on time, something her 2 famous, glamorous, globe-trotting older sisters, Gray and Vivi, never managed to do. But when Gray goes missing, leaving behind bizarre clues as to where about Iris and Vivi are left to find her. But they aren't the only ones looking. As they brush against the supernatural, Iris quickly realizes that the story she's been told about their past is unraveling, and the world that returned them seemingly unharmed 10 years ago might just be calling them back. Darkly seductive, this twisty, modern-day fairy tale by critically acclaimed author Krystal Sutherland is a gripping and terrifying journey. Readers will not be able to look away. I was just really interested in the fact that they kind of just were there one day, then disappeared, and then when they did come back, it was all strange, which it's always exciting when people like don't recall things, because that just means there's juicy things to follow. And it sounds like that's what we have here, and especially when one of her older Iris, when one of her older sisters goes missing, and then they kind of have to piece the puzzle together to figure out where she went, but also what happened to them. Yeah, so I think that's pretty interesting. That's kind of why I really was drawn to it. I had never heard of this author before, anything like that. Amazon was like, we think you might like this, and I basically was like, I think you're right, and I bought the book, and we're gonna see what it's about. It's not that big. I don't know, I thought it would be bigger when I saw it on Amazon, or it might just be the past couple books I've been reading were kind of thick. So it has 292 pages, so yeah, this is pretty small, to say the least. I could finish this in a day, but yeah, we'll see. I do think I'm going to like this. I find it intriguing. I am interested to find out what happened to them, why they have no memory. Yeah, all that sounds juicy. the price. I will put the price somewhere on the screen. But also, like I always say about these on Amazon, so usually the prices are a bit cheaper than going to Barnes and Nobles. But then again, also this was a hardcover, and hardcovers are more expensive than paperbacks. Yeah, so we're going to continue, but House of Hollows was the first one. Then I have Again by E. Lockhart. So I've read 2 of her books before. One I like more than the other. Very controversial, but they're on the back. We Were Liars and Genuine Fraud. I like Genuine Fraud better. If you read We Were Liars, you know why. So I kind of saw this one. This one popped up on like my Instagram, and I was like, sounds pretty good. And then I did know the author, so I was like, might as well give it a shot. So I am going to read the back. Now, if you could live your life again, what would you do differently? After a near fatal family catastrophe and an unexpected romantic appeal, Adelaide Bunchfield finds herself catapulted in a summer of wild possibilities, a summer that will stretch across not only days and months, but a myriad of realities. Told in a lyrical multiverse of different timelines, this wildly inventive romantic tale follows Adelaide as she falls in and out of love 1,000 times, while finally confronting the secret she keeps, her ideas about love, and the weird grandiosity of the human mind. A raw, funny story that will surprise you over and over. Again gives us an double heroine grappling with the terrible and wonderful problem of loving other people. When I first heard about this, it kind of reminded me of The Age of Adeline, and how in a way Adeline just lives many lives. Okay, so if you've seen The Age of Adeline, you know an accident happens which causes her to like stop aging around like 30 something or whatever, so she has to keep reinventing herself because she can't stay somewhere too long, because again, she does not age, and people are going to notice that at some point. So she kind of just goes around living in different places, changing her names, and she falls in love a couple times. She sees some people, but she can never stay because, well, they're gonna die. She isn't, and it's a whole thing. You gotta finish the movie to know, but that's what this book reminded me of. And then it doesn't help that the main characters do have the same name, Adelaide. Well, Age of Adeline, Adelaide, same difference, tomato tomato. But it reminded me of that, and I really did like that movie, so I thought it would kind of be similar in aspect, considering near fatal accident, you know, and then kind of like a multiverse. So I'm excited to see what the multiverse is gonna look like in the book. I mean, the multiverse I kind of think of is Spider-Man Into the Multiverse, and you know, all the different Spider-Mans and Spider-Women and that. So I'm excited to see how the multiverse will be put in this book with the plot that is supposed to be going on. And yeah, just kind of seeing what she discovers about herself, or what is revealed on why she gets to like do her life over again. I don't know, I find that intriguing. Yeah, and I think it's going to be interesting. And again, I do know the author, and I favor some of her books and not so much others, so I'm hoping this will be a good one. Yeah, E. Lockhart. Okay, next we have Into the Cricket Place. So this is by Alexandra Christo, and I have one of her other books. I don't know if it was in a book haul or a recommendation, probably both, but To Kill a Kingdom, it's on the back here. I read that book, loved it, and then found out she had more books, so I looked into it. And actually for this book, the main character's name is Tavia. If you don't know, my mother's name is Tavia, so I thought that was pretty cool. So that was one of the reasons I picked the book, because the main character's name, also because I like the author, and I thought the plot was good. So yeah, we're just going to dive into this. The streets of Kriege are for the deadly and the dreamers, and 4 crooks in particular know just how much magic they need up their sleeves to survive. Tavia, a buskier ready to pack up her dark magic wares and turn her back on Kriege for good. She'll do anything to put her crimes behind her. Wesley, the closest thing Kriege has to a gangster. After growing up on the streets hungry enough to swallow the weak whole, he won't stop until he has brought the entire realm to kneel before him. Crom, a warrior who spends her days watching over the city's worst criminals and her nights in the fighting rings, making a deadly name for herself. Anne Saxony, a resistance fighter hiding from the very people who destroyed her family and willing to do whatever it takes to get her revenge. Everything in their lives is going to plan until Tavia makes a crucial mistake. She delivers a vial of dark magic, a weapon she didn't know she had, to someone she cares about, sparkling the greatest conflict in decades. Now, these 4 magical outsiders must come together to save their home, the world, before it's too late. But with enemies at all sides, they can trust nobody, least of all each other. So, yeah. And like kind of with the vibes that they're giving, like the 4 crooks, I'm imagining kind of a Cricket Kingdom vibe. Those books have also been on my channel, but Cricket Kingdom is part of Grishaverse, and specifically in the Cricket Kingdom books, it's a band of criminals that come together to pull off a heist. So I'm kind of envisioning, after what I just read, that's what this is going to be like in a way. The criminals come together to pull off a save the world thing, but you got to throw in some magic in there as well, which I'm here for it. But yeah, I really like the author. That's prime reason why I picked her books. And the way she told To Kill a Kingdom, I was all for it. So I am excited to read more of her books. And this is what is this? There's a second. Why can't I think of the word? A duology. This is a duology. Yeah, so this does continue on. This is also a little bit thicker. Let's see. Oh, no page numbers. So, okay, we do have page numbers. I was about to say, hold on. So 370, so about 2 days maybe. And I just looked, she tells the chapters by the name of the person, which I actually like when books do that, because you know who's talking and the point of view. So I'm here for that, and she did that in her other book that I read, To Kill a Kingdom. So I do personally like that when authors do that, depending on the type of book and stuff like that. So there we have it. Into the Cricket Place. Okay, and this is the second book, City of Spells, and I'm obviously not going to read it. 1, because I don't want to spoil it for myself, and 2, I don't know if y'all have read the first one or not, but yeah. Oh, and the reason, typically when I do like series, I would prefer them to both be the same, but when I went on Amazon, they only had Into the Cricket Place in paperback or Kindle, and City of Spells was in hardcover or Kindle. So I didn't really have a choice but to get them different. Yeah, but usually I prefer to either get them, you know, like all in paperback or all in hardcover. Just a preference. But yeah, they only had the paperback for that one and the hardcover for this one, so it is what it is. But yeah, I'm again just City of Spells. If you like the description for Into the Cricket Place, you'll obviously want City of Spells so you can finish the duology. And I was gonna see if there was anything to really show, but not much. Oh, you know what I did? I wanted to check the amount of pages, because this one looks a bit smaller than the first one. Let's see. So 342. I think they're the same. I think I said 340 for this one. they look about what. Yeah. So Alexandra, Christo. And my last book, we've already made it to book 5, but I'd been waiting for this one to come out. But it's called This Poison Heart. And actually, the author, Kalynn Bayron, I have her book, Cinderella is Dead, which is her first book. And I really liked that one. And when I found out she was coming out with another one, I was like, oh yeah, you know, I have to support. So here we have it. This one is out. So I'm going to read it for y'all. I'm excited, but here we have it. Strange magic blooms behind a poison gate. Breezy's has a gift. With a single touch, she can grow plants from tiny seeds to rich blossoms. When Breezy's aunt dies and wills her a... what? Dilapidated? I think. Dilapidated. We're going to say that's it. It might not be it. But dilapidated estate in rural New York. Bree and her parents hope that surrounded by plants and flowers, she will finally learn to control her gift. But their new home is sinister in ways they never expected. It comes with a mysterious set of instructions, a walled garden filled with the deadliest botanicals in the world, and generations of secrets. There is more to Bree's sudden inheritance than she could have imagined, and she is determined to uncover it. From the best-selling author of Cinderella is Dead comes an enchanting story about a young woman with the power to conquer the dark forces descending around her. So, interesting, yes. So, well, top reason I picked this book is because the author wrote a phenomenal first book, Cinderella is Dead, so I had to support. And the second reason, because it's a black man character, we love to see that. And if you don't know, Kalynn Bayron is also black. We love to support that. And third reason, because I like the plot. It's interesting, and one of the books that's been on my channel before, Girl Serpent Thorn, kind of had this whole thing as well. Like, the girl had, she was poisonous to the touch, but like, and you get what I'm saying, kind of poison to the touch, and but different powers in that sense. So I'm interested to see like how her powers work, how the magic works, if it's like a generational thing, like does it skip every generation, or is it hereditary? Like, because obviously her aunt was kind of into this, I don't know, but you don't know if her parents have it, so that's interesting. And then she's going to live in her aunt's estate that she kind of randomly inherited for mysterious reasons that we don't know why, but we want to find out. And I just think it's going to be interesting to see how Bree learns to deal with her powers and kind of like what else is gonna come with it, because her aunt might have been doing stuff in the back that she never knew about, and now she's going to live in her house. And I don't know, but I'm here for it. I think it's gonna be, you know, phenomenal. Her first book was phenomenal, so I just know this one has to be phenomenal as well. But yeah, I'm interested in this whole poison magic touch we got going on. I don't know, and we're gonna see. I feel like it's going to be pretty good. It's not that thick, but it's whatchamacallit, it's bigger than some of the books I got. So let's see, $3.70. So yeah, also since this just literally just came, what are we in, July? Yeah, it came out in July, I think. Either July or June. I think July. But whatever. It like just came out. So it's only available in hardcover, in case you were wondering. That's why I got this in hardcover. And also because I prefer hardcover. But yeah, we love to see it. Look how pretty. But that's the last book. Just to do a little rundown again. of the books that I got. House of Hollows, yes. And then Again by Lockhart. This Poison Heart. And then the Into the Crooked Place Duology. And those are all of my books for this video. And they'll be gone in a matter of 4 or 5 weeks. And then we'll have to do this again, which I love. But I hope these were interesting and they piqued your interest. Also, I will, like I said earlier, put the prices on the screen. And as I also mentioned earlier, Amazon. The prices are cheaper if you buy your books on Amazon, but you can still buy them at Barnes & Noble's. Because either way, you're gonna get a book. And also, hardcovers are always more expensive than paperbacks. Unless the book only comes in paperback, then the price is gonna be whatever it wants. But yeah, that's it for this video, for this book haul. Until the next time, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more, please hit the subscribe button down below. Peace and blessings, my loves.